Raiders won the toss, and they deferred. So we'll see this kind of high-powered River Falls Wildcats offense.
Little fun here. We had the Honey Badger's dad in the booth earlier on, and Ben England's dad, and
Great guy.
And Ken, it's always a Spooner connection. He had a Spooner connection. He went to college with one of my nephews, so we were able to connect there.
So crazy.
We're everywhere.
Yeah, you definitely are. Kick is up and away, fielded at just inside the 20 there. A little bounce, and they'll pick it up. Big collision there.
Yep. There he is, the Honey Badger.
Right on cue.
Guess who?
Honey Badger in the mix. Yeah, Mr. England was great. It was very, very nice of him to come up and say hi pregame, and we were a little flustered up here with some craziness going on, as always in the booth pregame, but it was great to talk to him.
So we have a pretty big defensive line, but you're going to see just kind of how that sizes up when they line up across from this big Wildcat line. I mentioned Simpson. He's the left tackle, number 76 or 75. The right tackle, Sean Vorwald, 6'5", 275. So a couple of big dudes there.
Quick pass over to the right side, had a blocker, picks up about 9, make it 10, close to a first down there for the Wildcats. I'd forgotten they bring those little cowbells out here. Not a fan.
Amory, running back, last name again?
Tara Savage.
Tara Savage. I think we were calling Tara Savage before, but
Similar
Tara
little
Savage.
screen pass over to that right side. Little screen. Are we calling that a screen with a one blocker out front? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, a little bubble screen, and
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
Mason Novak, and all night that you're going to be seeing Massa look for number 3 Mason Novak out there.
So the thing about those plays is if the corner can get a little bit of penetration on that, then it becomes almost like an illegal block situation. Now, that time he was out kind of by himself, single coverage, but we'll watch for that. Those are in the NFL, they call them pick plays, and they will watch for those if all of a sudden one of the receivers, maybe it's the inside receiver, goes to try to pick the defender on the other guy.
Okay.
So keep an eye on that. They are going to chuck it a lot, guys. We talked about it. Moss is going to sit back there, not a threat to run, and that's why I think getting pressure on him, and that's what New Richmond did last week, created some turnovers.
Well, handoff this time.
There
Stopped
you go.
right at the line. Great play by Hudson.
I got to believe that was all the Honey Badgers there, but number 6, Mayer. Of course, those are your 2 sure tacklers on that defensive side.
For sure. You'll hear their names all night long. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Wildcats. They're running a bit of a up-tempo offense similar to the Raiders. Another handoff. Made it through just that first line, but then caught 4 yards into it here. That'll be spotted right at the midfield marker, right on the Falcons logo.
Yeah, there should be a little bit of bell etiquette because a 2 or 3 yard run shouldn't get a bell, right? Ken?
I'm telling you, these bells drive, every time we come here, they must know it drives me crazy. Another handoff. Oh, made it through the first and into the secondary. First down and more across the 40, down about the 37. Nice little run there.
He's a good running back, Tarasevich. He runs hard, and that's kind of the prototypical back that River Falls always have. It's about a 6-foot guy, 180 to 200, decent speed. They're going to give him the ball a lot, and he's got 12 touchdowns on the year. So
there he goes again. Good hit
guy
there.
That time.
Picked up about 3 on that run.
Number 32, Trevor Bartlett. They generally run a lot of single back, so you'll see the quarterback with 1 running back. Here they're going with basically 2 backs, staggered on both sides of Massa there.
2nd and 7 coming up here. Pitch it over to that far side again. We've seen a couple of those already. A little bubble screen and picks up just about the first down. Looks like he might be just shy of it, but real close.
This is kind of the same thing I saw on film last week. They went right down the field and scored on New Richmond.
Yeah.
But that was all the points they got.
Interesting.
So a lot of times you come into these games with scripted plays, and all of a sudden the defense makes some adjustments.
Ooh, flag on the far side there. Hudson definitely get some guys in that passing lane as he's trying to go out to the right again. We'll see what the call is.
Yeah, false start, and they were looking for that little bubble screen out to Novak, and you can tell the Raiders defense is making that adjustment because that was Healy out there kind of sitting right where Massa was looking.
Looking for a little pick six action,
and
maybe?
He had it if Massa threw it over there. And again, so we'll see they run that trips look, but it's very deceiving. So they'll keep that trips look out there, those 3 wide receivers, and then they'll also give the ball, as you see there.
Little handoff again. 3rd down here. Did not make it to the first down marker, but it's probably in a zone where they're going to want to go for it. We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting here. Again, it's probably going to be Tara Savage's ball here, but they might try a hard count or one of those quick passes.
Yeah, 4th and 2. Looking at the sideline after they were set, taking a breath. Sideline's pumping their arms like they're a bodybuilder. Again, 4th and 2 for the Wildcats. Handoff to one of the big guys, caught right at the line.
He did not get it, I don't think.
He
pushed forward.
Yeah, he just kept those legs churning. Good push. I didn't catch the number, but that was a big rig coming through there.
That was Tara Savage.
Was it again?
Yeah,
okay.
And I think that size on that offensive line, if they can get to the second level, I've noticed on film, Simpson does a great job of that. Obviously, big kid going to Indiana next year. He fits the part, fits the mold.
That. Chucks it over to the far side, has him inside the 20 there. Good play as he was under pressure there. It'll be about a gain of about 8.
So last week, Massa was a little bit off. A lot of it had to do with some pressure. He probably could have been picked off 4 or 5 times based on the film,
Really?
and it really kind of came down to...
How many did they have? Was it 4?
They either had 2 or 3. I know 2 for sure.
Okay, I know
Might
they
have had a third one called back. He's got 4, only 4 on the year, but
pushed out of bounds there on the far side. They'll see where they spot him. Looks like he's about 3 or 4 yards shy. Bringing up a 3rd down, I believe. We got 2nd over there on the board, but I think it's 3rd. Handoff. Oh, got room.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
that's kind of what needs to get under control tonight. You don't want to let them be able to balance themselves with Tara Savage in the running game, and then you want to force them to throw the football.
Well, like you said, a good drive by the Wildcats to start things off. PAT coming up here. Kick up and good. So 7 on the board for the Wildcats, and they'll be successful in their opening drive.
Yeah, what you notice on that first drive for the Wildcats is Massa threw the ball 6 times, and it was all to the same guy, Mason Novak. And again, it's all those little screens, and it's the Raiders biting on those and then thinking, oh, he's going it again. And that's what River Falls, at least in film so far this week for Hudson, they're very deceiving. They'll set that same look, but they'll change the play call. And you saw that on that touchdown run is the Raiders kind of bit to the pass and it just ran it straight up the middle, basically on touch for the touchdown. And again, like we mentioned, it's early. It's early, so we don't get nervous. But again, River Falls did the same thing last week. So now we got to see this offense.
Yeah, and Hudson shows a lot on film too. If I'm a coach and I'm a pass-happy offense, one of the things I'm going to look at is how deep are my defensive backs playing back. They play zone. I could see on one of those plays we had one guy in press, one guy back deep in zone. We usually drop a linebacker over there. I mean, that's going to work until you make an adjustment. Sometimes you have to actually get up and show press. Even if you drop back, the coaches are looking at that and they're thinking, hey, if they're going to let us get that pass, hey, let's throw it out there and let him see if he can get some yards after the catch.
Yeah.
So watch how these adjustments kind of happen as the game goes on. And, you know, we've seen some great adjustments on both the offensive and defensive sides for Hudson this year.
For sure. Yeah, been real impressed the last couple of games with the adjustments they made. Wildcats will be kicking right to left on your computer dial here. Ball spotted at the 40. Getting no wind out there to speak of. This will be fielded at the 5. We'll make it the 3. Good catch kind of over his head. Whew! Lights up a Wildcat player down at just about the 20 there. Got a shout out or two that I should probably pop in here. I always love getting some shout outs. So I got a straight Hudson. Let's go. Got a missed call. No. Okay. The Krimmers are watching our nephew Liam Mayer playing for Hudson from Hermantown, Minnesota.
All right.
One of our faves on the
Up in the
team.
up in the northern
Yeah, Hermantown.
north part of, not really even north in Minnesota.
Cooper keeper out to the left side. He's got a little bit of room. Cuts it outfield. Picks up about 4, and he's
There
out
you
of
go.
bounds. And a late hit.
out
and
of
a
bounds.
flag.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's something the coaches also preached this week was discipline, discipline, discipline. And again, at practice, they've been tested. They've been kind of pushed around. The coach is kind of letting them play after the whistle and see how they stay disciplined. And
Yeah.
for Hudson tonight, I expect to see a very clean, disciplined game. And
Good.
Yeah, so your quarterback differences tonight, one's a passer and a runner. And we see that Cooper Adair and Peyton Pingle both well on track for over 1,000 yards this year on the ground. They're near the top of the Big Rivers in rushing, and they're in the top 5. Both of them a little over 500 yards. So
Wow.
it's a great weapon to have when you have a quarterback that can do those things, right?
1st and 10 coming up for the Raiders here. Ball spotted just inside the 40. Cooper
Oh, missed
pops
block.
that over, and it slipped right past him. Nobody even put a body on him. Grandma Mary tuning in from Lakeville, Minnesota, watching the Raiders and cheering hard for the team, and grandson Joey Arnovic. Go Raiders! Thank you guys for the shout-outs. Again, if we don't get to all of them, just we're doing our best. 2nd and 11 coming up for the Raiders here. Lost a yard on that one. Cooper got some pressure, steps up, makes one miss, tucks the ball. There we go, over the 50. Nice job. Drugged down just inside the 45. I'll tell you, that looked like a loss. He turned it into a big gain.
Absolutely. He read it very well. He felt pressure from behind. I was a little bit worried when he started to release. There was a guy kind of tracking him. Thought he might try to strip the football, but Cooper's quick and shifty, as we've talked about. So
Big guy.
it's hard to defend against that as a defense. You know, you see pass, all of a sudden it's a broken play. That's a design
Cooper
run.
keeper, yep. We'll get him slip through traffic here, out to about the 35 and down, just shy of a first down by 2. Like you said, that was a design keep for him. Second and 2 coming up, ball spotted at the 35. Pingle gets this one. Nice job. Blasts through that line. Out to about the 30. Another first down. Very quiet in front of us as our offense is making moves. The Studi
No
section
cowbells.
no cowbells going. Thank goodness. Across from us, the Studi section, all in camo, is going ape right now. Good first down for the Raiders.
Little up tempo here for Hudson. Not crazy fast. Just taking your time.
Cooper drops back to pass. Got some pressure. Steps up again. He's
Nice
got room in
job.
front of him. Cooper tucks that ball,
Nice.
rambles down, takes a hit, gives a hit down at the 20. First down, Hudson. He's
Tough
fun,
kid.
isn't he?
He's a tough kid.
Yes, he is.
And, you know, the passing game has started to kind of come together a little bit. But, again, what you're seeing is quick pressure. I mean, the Wildcats are getting pressure in there.
Pingle.
got the edge.
Ooh, cuts that one outside. Nice job. You called it. He had that edge, made a move, and picked up about 5 solid yards there.
Yeah, big block out there by Dane Burr, number 4. And we saw that last week against Spash. It was Dane Burr and Jake Bolewski, number 10, out there doing their job as blockers and not as receivers. And that's something that Coach Cowles was very happy with.
Thought we might have an uncovered receiver here, but they did make the move.
Cooper.
There's Burr right
Yep.
there.
Nice job.
Oh,
Burr
good
makes
move.
a
Get
cut.
there.
Nice job. Rolls around one inside the 5-yard line. Nice job. It'll be first and goal on the 2.
Think about where we started with this offense and how it was just kind of sludging along in Eau Claire Memorial. We had turnovers, we had penalties. Now it's just running tip-top. Timing's good. Christensen. Ooh, almost got there.
Goodness, down at the 1. And
This is going to be that special Peyton Pingle fantasy football
it is.
time, isn't it?
He'll make it his 10th touchdown of the year if he puts it in. So
oh boy, we're calling for it already. Second and goal here on the half-yard line.
yeah, look for Adair just to give it to him and Pingle to run straight through that A gap. Yep, just like that. And
There it is.
just like that, Peyton Pingle, touchdown Raiders, and let's go, boys.
Let's go Raiders! I don't mind yelling that kind of loud in the fan zone here. We'll see the replay. That's your Associated Eye on the game here.
Well,
you guys called it.
There it is. I mean,
Flags are going on the far side. Nice job catching that.
From the standpoint of, you know, I look at, again, I think our defense matches up well with their offense. Not so sure their defense matches up as well against our offense. And so good drive by the Raiders to be able to get points, get down the field. I don't know what the time was on that, guys, but it couldn't have been more than maybe
quick.
3 minutes.
Kick
That was a
good.
faster drive than River Falls had. So
Kick was good, so we'll be 7-7.
Yeah, something similar to what we've kind of seen in the last couple of weeks with this Raiders offense. It's play the tempo fast, play the run, play what your strong suits are, and dominate up front. And that the O-line, a couple pressures there, but Adair scrambles, and we've come to see that with Adair and scrambling out of the pocket. But that's just what you want as a punchback from that very nice River Falls first drive. But now we'll see if this defense can make some adjustments, and it's still a 0-0 ball game, basically.
Yes, that's right.
Your opening drive brought to you by Countryside Plumbing and Heating. Thanks for supporting the Raiders. That's Countryside Plumbing and Heating.
I expect some defensive, little bit of change here, whether that means some more pressure or what we're going to see. But I do feel like our defense maybe was on their heels. That hasn't been the case all year. They've really been the ones to keep us in these games. So watch this drive.
I'd agree.
Let's see if they can slow down the Wildcat offense a little bit, put some pressure on Massa.
Punch a little mute button on those cowbells. Mute. I can already see my nightmare tonight. I'm going to wake up and be like, there's a cow. There's a cow.
I like everything I'm hearing right now, but I just got to say, I could use a little bit more cowbell. Can you give me more cowbell?
Oh, that's one of my favorite skits ever. Fielded at the 15.
There.
Man, got a body on him. Missed that one. Keep them coming, boys. Ball down, no? Okay. Down just out past the 20, around the 22.
Somebody came flying in there. I don't know if that was the Honey Badger or who, but...
Yeah, the Honey Badger at first, and then Miles Howell, number 23, makes the big tackle. And, kind of on a side note, Miles Howell just actually, he committed to lacrosse for baseball yesterday.
Congrats, Miles.
So congrats to him. So, yeah, had to give him a little shout out there.
That's awesome.
And he's playing football. We know him. He's a pitcher.
Yeah, he is.
Great.
Yep, he's headed to lacrosse next year to continue as a pitcher. So
Awesome.
That's very cool.
All right, let's see if we can get a little pressure here on that
Wildcats
Wildcat O-line. There you go.
There
Good
you go.
stick. Hang on.
Stuck him right in the middle.
Bonashinsky with the wrap.
Might have got 1.5, maybe 2 there. Nice stick, like you said, at the line.
yeah, Josiah Wilson comes down from his linebacker's position and kind of stuck him there too. So that's really good to see. Wilson's complimented Mayer all year.
Another handoff coming this way. Bounces off that first one, loses it, and then gets pounded.
I've got some stats, and if we get a chance and we get some lights, I'll talk about them. But one of the things that stood out with me when I looked at the stats year to date, and they were conference stats, Hudson has about, I think they've got 5 players with 3 or maybe it was even 4 or more tackles for loss.
Wow.
And that's a huge stat. That's sacks. That's guys that
Pass
are getting behind the line of
Yes.
scrimmage.
Ooh,
Big time.
that was a big
So
time.
off the top of my head, I'll just tell you, it's Dumont, it's Bonashinsky, it's Hatfield, Johnson. All those guys are getting heavy tackles for loss, getting a lot of pressure and getting in the backfield. So
Lights okay for you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
As we saw on that third down, Massa, again, just a little inaccurate. And we saw that last week and just missed his receiver, who was kind of wide open on that little comeback. And, again, it'll force this Wildcats offense to
First punt of the game.
punt. Yep.
Yep.
You see Dane Burr back deep to receive.
Back at the 40. High snap. Pops that one
That's a
just
shorty.
about straight up. My
Stay
goodness,
away
that
from
is
it.
very short.
get away.
Yep, stay away. And it goes the wrong way for River Falls,
fellas.
too. My goodness, that's inside
Do you want
the 35.
to look at that and tell me what that net punt was?
19 yards.
I don't even think it was that.
Kicked it from the 10, and it's at the...
Amory
Was
just
he at the
right
10?
off the top
No,
of his
21.
head.
21
19
yards.
I think it goes. I think it doesn't. It go from the
Or
line
the
of
ghost.
scrimmage.
Yeah, so that would have been from
net 11.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I can kick that far.
Wow. Okay, punt, pass, and kick competition. You guys heard it.
First and 10. Hey, I'm in for that all day. Let's go out to the field. Coop takes this one, fires out to his right side. Almost picked off. Boy, he had that in his hands, looking downfield, and just dropped it.
Yes, he sure did. Read that
Wow.
like a book, and that was intended for. I think that was
Jake
Jake
Cowles.
Cowles
Yep.
over there.
Wow.
Very, very fortunate that didn't get picked off.
Yep.
I mean, he had it. That was one to take to the house.
Second and 10 coming up after that errant play. Adair rolls out to his right, looks
Got him deep.
downfield. He's got him open. Does it get to him? Oh, goodness. He was had to get turned around on that one and just kind of slipped away. The defender came in late as well.
Yeah, that was Cowles out there, and Mason Novak, the two-way. And that was just great coverage out there, but good throw by Adair. Just Cowles couldn't come down with it. And again, something to keep an eye on is Murtha down here. He's kind of got mismatched, big size against littler guys. So something to keep an eye on as this game rolls on to see if Murtha gets involved tonight.
Coop keeps this one. Flag on the far side right out of the gate.
Yeah, I think that's going to be on us. I think we had a little bit of movement before, either an illegal shift or a false start.
Some pancake action going on behind the play there. Big number 75 for Hudson.
Yeah, Sam Rogers.
That Rogers back there giving somebody the business. He was laying on him, and then he did this. Like, I'm not doing anything.
Illegal
Still on
shift.
top.
They're gonna decline that, so that's gonna make a 4th and 10 here. Let's see if
Okay.
Raiders will go for it.
Amory says Raiders will go for it. I like that. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't. 30.
Yeah, look for Murtha kind of coming across the field.
Well, again, this is one of those situations that the play call has often been, let's see if we can get one deep, throw it up.
Yep.
And if they end up picking it off,
It's not the end of the world. It's like a kick,
pinned
right?
down deep.
Yeah. Man in motion. Coop gets this one. Little handoff there.
Oh, boy.
Boy, nowhere to
Not
go.
much there.
Lost the 2. Well, a good answer by that Wildcat defense to the Raiders' quick touchdown. So both teams will not be able to answer those opening salvos, if you will.
Interesting call there. I mean, in that spot, it may be on a 4th and medium, 4th and manageable, but anyway, nonetheless,
Yep.
here they come. Ball with decent field position, I guess, about 34.
All right, 1st and 10 here. Ball spotted again at the 34. Little handoff there. Pops over the 40. Picked up about 6 or 7 on that run. Amory will cover for you while you duck out.
All right, thank you.
They will. They'll keep milking that. They'll keep giving the ball to Tara Savage if it's going to work for him. Another first down right there.
Runs for about 3, and like you said, first down at the 46-yard line.
A lot of it is in between the tackles. They, like I said, have kind of the prototypical back size of maybe a 5'10" to a 6-foot running back.
Sure.
Good speed, couple 100 pounds, can move a pile if they need to. Another one.
Yep.
Tara Savage.
Tara Savage just getting a heavy dose of him today. Definitely the is it bell cow? I always forget.
The bell cow.
The bell cow.
Yeah.
Picked up about 6 on that run. 2nd and 4 coming up. Ball over the 50. Spotted at the 48. Guess what?
Oh, big hole
Another
that
one.
time.
Nice hole for him to run this time. Wow, first down and more. Big stiff arms by him as he goes out of bounds. And Hudson does a good job not letting the frustration get to them as he gives them a little piece of the action on the way out of bounds there. First down, ball spotted at the 35.
Well, that big old line's getting a push, and that time he bumped outside the left tackle, Simpson, got to the second level and had to be wrapped up by the 2 safeties coming over to make that play.
Ooh, mishandled there on the snap, and that ball literally came like right up in the air in front of both of them, and Tara Savage got a hold of that one and just started running with it.
Yeah, it was just fortunate that he ended up doing that, but he did get hit hard. I think that was Liam Mayer that came in and hit him.
Welcome back to the Dave Smith field here. Looks like he off under his own power and just walking the sidelines real quick. Obviously, big hit there in the middle as he came through on that one.
Of course, I missed it.
Broken play. You're right. That could have been a disaster for the Wildcats because
the
kind of bounced up in the air.
32 gets a hold of this one. They round him up after about a yard gain there. Yeah, that last play, Amory, since you missed it, the ball came back and just kind of, I don't know if it hit the QB or what happened, but it just kind of started, it was just like in the matrix in front of both of them. And
yeah. That was a heads-up play by Tara Savage to grab
Savage
it.
grabs it and goes. And then Clash of the Titans right there.
Here's
Third and
where
9.
we want some pressure because they're going to want to throw it.
Pass coming over to the near side.
Oh, good coverage.
Oh,
excellent
my goodness.
coverage. Asembo, nice job running
laundry.
with him.
Yeah, that was
stride for stride.
Yeah, that was beautiful, and that's something that Gilbert Asembo's worked on. And you've seen the difference from week 1, week 2 to now, and that's big time because early in the year that was getting flags and that was big time penalties. But now he's stepping up his game. In big time games, you need players to step up, and that's exactly what he's doing.
4th down, going for it here. The Wildcats are. They're at their 34-yard line again. 4th and 9. Pass coming up, pressure, gets it. Oh, he had it. He was running before he caught the ball on that one.
He would have had one defender to beat.
Yep.
That was a good play call by them. Just took his eyes off it and bounced off his hands. Plenty of time here. I mean, 1:26. Raiders have not taken a timeout. Let's see if they can get down and put a little pressure here to get some points before halftime.
We're still in the first quarter.
First quarter.
Oh, my goodness.
You're good. Amory, now keep you on track, my friend.
Well, let's see if we can score another touchdown or some points.
I like it. I like how he's talking right now. Let's try to get a touchdown before the quarter. This is fun. I like the energy.
Just having so much fun. We're moving so quick here.
Christensen's got blockers.
There you go.
There over the 50, over the 45, 40. Stubs his toe a little bit down at the 24-yard line. Wow, what a great run.
Let's see a replay of that, Ken. So on the edge, you could see
I can rewind
Let's go back a little further because the blocks are crucial on those plays coming from the slot and also the receiver position.
Here you go. Even more?
Well, even more. We can come back to it, but that was really sprung by those two guys out on that right side, able to pop that open.
Coop comes to the near side. Got some room over the 20 and down. Here comes that replay. You ready?
Okay, yep. So watch on the bottom of your screen here, the blocks that happen, and they actually got a running back. I think that was Pingle that came out too and was able to get a hat on one of those linebackers. Christensen with some speed gets up the field, so nice play call.
Yeah, Murtha on the reception on that screen pass.
Cooper
good read.
Nice read. Pops through a couple there, then gets wrapped up. I don't know if he got much of anything there. Back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
No, but that was an option play, and had he pitched it, it would have even been worse. So it was a good decision to live to fight another day, get a yard, and move to third and manageable here.
So ball spotted just on the other side of the 20, so near the 21 side, if you will. 3rd and 3 to go. Got a man in motion. Cooper keeps this one.
Got him.
Chucks it up the middle. Oh, boy. Intercepted by the Wildcats, as you can hear by the fans, and they'll bring him down inside the 10 there. Big defender back there reached up and grabbed that one.
Yeah, it was Benedict. He had a receiver, but really the guy was double covered. It would have had to be thrown a little bit higher over the top and hope for a chance there. So both teams, after their first drives, are just kind of spinning their wheels a little bit. Raiders had a big gain there on first down.
Let's see if we can get to a couple shout-outs. We've got a hot second here. Let's go, Raiders. Keep the cowbells quiet. Yes, amen to that. Go, Raiders. You can win this class of 79.
Ooh, maybe they've got a
throwback.
Well, probably no. It's graduation time. I think I saw somebody, class of 75, was talking about a graduation. Tara Savage again.
Back in the mix here. I got a shout out with a picture on this one. Look at this. Our son Reed was meeting his friend Henry today, and some wonderful Hudson football players and athletes wanted to play catch with them before the big game tonight. We're so lucky to have great role models in our Hudson community. Look at this. So this little guy was out playing some catch, and guess who shows up?
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool. Thanks for sharing that. That's awesome. Welcome back to Dave Smith Field. Ken Conan, Aaron Sundin, Amory Thanos, and Nikolai. I know that's not your name, but we're going to go with it for now.
That
Nico's,
kind of goes.
Nico's is a good sport.
That goes.
He didn't know what he was getting into tonight, did he? He was like, "These guys are."
That goes to the Ricola commercials.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
Ricola.
I figured if I was going to screw his name up, I could do it fun. It's almost like that darn Viking horn.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
You want to talk NFL?
Oh boy.
Yeah, we are eating some crow tonight because
more proof that the NFL is rigged. I mean, let's keep it real.
No. Good defense, I tell you. But it does go to show that any team can beat anybody any week.
This is true. 2nd and 1 here. Tara Savage will get the handoff there, and he is twisted down. Looked like he is going to pick up the first down by the spot on the far side of the field. Yep, they'll move the markers.
Tell you what, Amory was he stood by his team.
Yep.
We were giving him some grief. I even threw out maybe a pizza bet.
Yep.
He wouldn't take it.
Really?
But he should have.
I know. Gonna pass over to the near side here. Caught that one on the run.
Yep. We got 2 flags,
we're gonna have
and
a
that's
hold
a
in the
hold.
back,
I think Chase Johnson Bonashinsky got. It looked like he was getting hooked there, so we'll take that.
We will take that.
Yeah, they just flashed some scores on the scoreboard during that first quarter, and
what'd you see?
Surprising score: Rice Lake up 8-0 on New Richmond. So
I'm telling you,
Rice
Rice
Lake's
Lake,
legit.
They're legit.
Yeah.
The last year they lost a lot of players, but I look at that state game where the kid that's now the quarterback, the starting quarterback, came in, and they were in that right 5 minutes to go in that game. They could have won it. So
that's crazy. And they moved up, right?
I was wrong when I said earlier they are
did
still
not.
Division 2.
Okay.
Enrollment-wise, they should be Division 3, but because they've been to the state tournament the last couple of years, they stay at 2.
yeah, that competitive balance is what they.
Mm-hmm. And they knocked New Richmond off last year. If you remember, New Richmond was conference champs,
Yep.
and Rice Lake handed it to them in the playoffs.
That's
that wasn't even really close.
All right, so we're going to mark it back even further, it looks like. Well, good for us. Cowboys are silent. I like that. So this will be down to the, looks like the 12.
Let's see if the panic button sits in. And I'll talk about that here in a second.
Big chunk. Wow, picked up a big chunk and more. On the run over midfield and down just about the 41. Wow, one play, they picked that all up and a ton more flipped the field.
Yeah, that was Novak. What I was going to say about the panic button, what I've seen with River Falls before is the running game is working. So all of a sudden you start trying to force the football downfield, but they made a great play that time. Novak wide open and got him out of a big hole. 1st
and 10 at the 41. Yeah, that was a huge play there. They were sitting first and, 20 or something. Good stop there with the Raiders. Picked up about 3.
Flag late. I'm a little worried that might have been a face mask. The Raiders were kind of converging on that. See what the call is.
Calm falls on the crowd here. Personal foul, face mask on the Raiders. You are correct, sir. So that'll move the chains. The parent section with a "you can't do that" chant. Oh, I love it. Usually you hear that out of the students. All right, 1st and 10 here. Ball spotted just inside the 25. Looks like the 24 on the far side. Wildcats moving it right along. There's their main guy, Tarasevich. Picked up a couple on that. He's good for like 3 at least. It seems like every play.
Typically, yeah, he is. And, the backers have been active, both Wilson and Mayer. That time, I think the tackle was maybe Jack Hatfield over on that side. Again, you want to try to make it so they can't pick up 5 at a clip. Make them throw the football.
Yep.
And then get a little pressure on them.
That time held him to maybe 1 or 2. Stood him up and held the ground there. So I'll bring up a 3rd down and about, we'll call it 5. Smooth 5. Next week, I'm going to give a plug. Amory and I are going to do the Powder Puff game together on Monday night. We'll get the link out in the near future for that. So that'll be junior girls versus
There
the
you go.
Boom!
Good stick.
Big stick
Both
there.
backers, Wilson and Mayer, come in, converge on that. So big fourth down here. Fourth and about 5.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see the.
Maybe 6.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to
looks
boot
like 6.
this one. You think?
Yeah. So what you're gonna see is Gavin Carefell. He's got a leg. So
Yeah. I know his parents
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
well. Yeah.
Oh, really?
And they're.
he's good from within about 36 or 37
Really?
yards. So yeah.
Well, when
Wow.
he started kicking when he was a sophomore, he was just knee high to a grasshopper. Just a little guy, and I felt bad for him because he was small. But he was good. You could see he had some potential.
Well, we'll see what he's got in the big game here.
Good boot.
Spot down.
Good
kick
looking
up,
kick.
And good. Puts another 3 points on the board for the Wildcats. That'll bring it to 10 for them.
Yeah, I remember his mom telling me that the coaches actually recruited him to play football. He was a soccer player.
Yeah, I played with him back.
Did ya?
Yeah.
And he was a pretty good soccer player, and they were like, Gavin, why don't you try to play a little football? And he's like, I'm not sure. Because he was little. I
Yeah.
mean, when he was a sophomore, I just remember him going out on the field, and I thought, oh, Gavin, you're just,
Careful.
you're
Just a little tyke.
Literally, use your last name. Be careful.
Yeah.
But nice boot. I mean, that was good for
he had
probably
another
another
15
20
yards.
yards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and warm up he had a 58-yarder. So
Wow.
yeah,
Really?
running start. So I mean, you probably think he's probably good from within about 40 yards. So yeah, he's a guy that's getting looked at for some collegiate kicking, and
Wow.
yeah, so he's top BRC kicker. He's one of the top kickers in the state actually. So
Good for him.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Good weapon to have, in these tight games.
Yep. So the Wildcats do come away with a couple there, and they'll be popping this one left to right on your computer dial in a hot second here. Ball spotted at the 40, and Hudson ready to roll here. 9:16 to go in this first half. Plenty of time to rock and roll, especially with how quickly these teams move that ball. Good
The other
kick
thing
here.
is, that's
Oh, yeah.
the other
Good job.
weapon
Yeah.
right there,
Yep.
is you can get those touchbacks because you can kick it deep enough.
That one hit just at the bottom of the N in the end zone and bounced all the way through. Yeah, that eliminates that run back in a hurry. Just puts him right out to 20.
So Hudson had a good opportunity that last drive to put points on the board, and unfortunately the turnover stopped that. Let's see if they can get a sustainable drive here. They've been able to move the football. I think just the one drive where they
Coop
were
Keeps
slowed
this
down.
one. Yep, goes out to that right side. Picked up just a couple there. Quick shout out to Anderson Heating and Air. Stay game day ready with Anderson Heating and Air. Your home, your comfort, our family. And that's Anderson Heating.
Ooh.
Fake that handoff and kind of tried to wheel up the middle there and just ran into a couple blue and gold jerseys. Bring up a 3rd and 6.
Big number 55, Jack Larson on the D-line, 6'3", 240.
That's Chris's kid. I don't know if you know Chris Larson or not, but yeah, that's Chris's kid.
They'll rotate a couple other big bodies up there, too.
Got him.
Got him on the hard count that time, so that'll bring up a 3rd and 1, I believe.
And here comes Simpson at number 75.
Wow, he's a rig.
Yep. Going to Indiana, like we mentioned. So
Wow. What's he pushing weight-wise?
About what does it say in the book here? 275?
Oh,
Wow. That's a big farm boy. High snap on that one. Pingle gets this one. Pingle crashes through the line.
Ooh, close.
Looks like
Look
they
at
got
that
a push.
side,
I think
Judge.
we're going to get a good spot on that one,
Yeah.
or I should say a legitimate spot. So that'll be a first down. He'll move the chains on the far side. Let's go, boys.
Big first down. I mean, that would have put a tough situation on this Raider offense if they want to go for it on 4th down and short. Get a
Handoff
block out
coming
there.
our way. Tries to cut up field. Lost his footing there as he cut up field. Picked up maybe 1 or 2. Quick shout out to Mitch out there. I hear it's your birthday. Missy and the crew and our super fan tuning in. Hopefully you guys are having a good night. Thank you guys for tuning in. And again, happy birthday, Mitch.
Oh, boy.
Oh, they're going for a trick play. It looked like they
were.
Right?
Yeah, I think they were. Looked like it. He started to kind of pull the ball out like he was looking to pass, and
then it
was Christensen on the run. But penetration that time again on those edges from the Wildcat defenders.
Yep, blew up that opportunity. So 3rd and 8 coming up here. Cooper drops back to pass. Good protection. Slings it over the middle. Oh, great stick there at the 38. And, boy, he doesn't make that. He's going to pick up the first down and more, but a great tackle there.
Thade Dreyer, we mentioned him being one of the top tacklers. He just laid that out.
Ooh.
Made a great tackle. See if they
4th
want to
and
try
2.
hard count here. Or
Yep, definitely trying a hard count, I would guess, and then we'll take a timeout. Or maybe not. We'll see. It's 2 yards. It's the big game. Looking at Coach. Wow. Maybe it's go time here. High snap. Cooper keeps this one.
Oh, my
bangs
goodness,
into a line.
stuffed
And
him.
tell you what, that's a turnover on downs and a huge play by the Wildcats and a gamble by Hudson on that one, and it did not pay off.
We don't see it very often, do we? I mean, most of the time what you're going to see is Hudson's going to try to get a hard count there. They might take the penalty and 5 yards. What's the difference? You got to punt the football.
Right.
But that time they decided to take a chance. Maybe saw something they liked, and just a good play by the Wildcats. That linebacker came up, hit at the line of scrimmage, and they cleaned it up. So pressure on the defense here to keep them out of the end zone for sure, and maybe even get the ball back with no points.
Yep. Big play by the Cats there. 1st and 10 now. So Savage there picks up about 7 on that carry. Make it 9 as he stumbles forward at the end there. Just shy of the first down marker, which is at the 30. Second and 2 coming up for the Wildcats here. Oh, had him in the backfield, and he just slipped that tackle. Picked up what looked like the first down there with that push.
They're getting in the backfield. It's just kind of overrunning. That time, Tara Savage did a good job of just kind of stopping, letting the defender go past. And he's a shifty running back.
Yeah.
You know, got some moves. Pretty good speed, got decent size.
1st and 10 here. Popped over to the near side. Good play, good catch over the 20. That'll bring up another first down for them. They'll move the chains again. And this Wildcats offense is, they got things going right now on this drive.
That played out perfectly because the Raiders brought pressure from that left side, freed up the tight end. I think that was Stell right there that made that catch.
Another pass coming up. Hit him in the crossing route there. Down at the 5. And they are inside the 5-yard line here, and definitely applying the pressure right now.
Not much stopping him, is there?
Nope.
Right now.
Tara Savage tries to bounce that one off to the left. Gets tackled down at the 3-ish. Wildcats will peek over at the sideline. Look for the coach to send that signal in for this next play here. And clock just about to the 5-minute mark here in that first half.
Yeah, so far, not a lot of pressure on Massa, and of course they're able to keep throwing or running the football, not forcing. There you go.
Quick pass up in the air. There we go. Picked off, interception.
Let's get a replay on that. I don't know if that
play.
was.
That was Dumont. Dumont tipped it.
Dumont got it. Got his big paw up there. Big tip. Tip drill. We talk about it all the time.
Wow.
Mayer is
Huge
the heads
play.
up guy. Gets the turnover. So
That's big, and that's
play.
that's a big momentum switch as well. You could kind of see, the crowd starting to feel it. The players are starting to feel it, and it's that shift towards River Falls. And now you stop them on the goal line, you get that big interception, and now the Studi section's getting hype over there, and now we'll see if this offense can kind of figure it out, kind of get back to what they were doing in that first quarter and dominate in the run game and see if they can find a pass downfield for explosive play.
I'll take a 97-yard drive here.
Well, in a couple games ago, we saw both outside linebackers, Dumont and Hatfield, really doing a good job getting their hands on the pass lane. Dumont being 6'4", obviously that helps the cause, but he's in the backfield all the time too. He's one of those guys I mentioned that has a lot of tackles for loss this year, so huge play for the Raider defense.
Nice little first down ramble there, out about 5 yards, just to the 9. Cooper hands this one on off. Going to that far side, picked up the first down. Nice job. You get a number on that one?
Yeah, that was Christensen out there on
okay.
That jet sweep.
First down for Hudson. Let's go. Move those chains.
I like this Dane Burr matchup down here at the bottom of our screen. Now they're moving Benedict over a little taller, but number 25 is a shorter receiver. So now let's flip the script here and
look at Mirth on that
maybe look
far
at
side.
Mirth over there.
Little handoff coming this way. Cuts up field. Good little seam. Drug down just about the 17-yard line, it looked like. Yep.
Yeah, Cowell's on the carry there.
Picked up a couple. Again, this is homecoming week for the River Falls team, is the word on the street.
Mm-hmm. Another DB just came in, number 16 at the top of the screen. So
even smaller of a guy.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Keep getting smaller. Cooper hands this one off. Pingle slips one tackle, and then they swarm him. Picked up maybe one on that one. That'll move the stick to about the 19. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that's something to keep an eye on. Is Pingle's been really quiet tonight. We haven't
really
talked about him at all. And again, that's credit to this River Falls defense, who's continually gotten kind of in the backfield so far early.
Yeah. Cooper rolls out to his right.
Scott Murtha sitting down. Yep.
He does.
There we go.
First down and more. On out to the 35 and out of bounds. Great call. Amory hits Murphy over on that far side. Or Murtha. Excuse me.
Yeah, and I like that he had plenty of time. They rolled him out to the right. Make it easy on your quarterback.
Yeah.
Give him a couple of options. He did have another guy over the top, but took the smart pass, the open guy, and picked up the first.
Keep those chains moving, as we like to say. 3:12 left to go in the opening. Excuse me, the first half, I should say. Cooper fakes the handoff. He's got time. Double clutches that one. He's going to take off now. Cooper running with this one. Nice job with the 40, 45.
Nice. Puts a
out
shoulder
to the 48.
down.
Let's go, big fella. Nice scramble. Studio section all in camo over there. All you can see is hands clapping. They can't see anything else. It's just crazy.
So let's reference. We've talked about that number 2 as far as running quarterbacks, what we've had here in Hudson. But you guys remember a guy by the name of Doug Flutie?
Yep, I remember that guy.
A little bit probably old reference for you.
Oh,
Avery,
I know who that is.
Yeah.
Henry's a sports guy.
So what Doug Flutie, obviously he could chuck it, but he would tuck it and run just like that.
Yeah.
And that was probably his best weapon. Ooh.
Pingle. Stutter steps on that far side, leans upfield, picked up a hard 1 yard.
The head shake that time by Coop made me think. Remember that play we had a couple weeks ago where all of a sudden we didn't know who was getting the ball?
Exactly.
Oh, right. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Raiders. Again, just over the midfield line. They're sitting at about the 48. 2.5 to go. Clock's a-ticking. Still plenty of time to keep this drive going.
Oh, check your line.
Cooper coming this way. He'll keep this one. Cuts up field. Lays the guy out. Picks up 2 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and 7, it looks like. So ball be spotted at the 46.
Yeah, look at Murtha on the far side here.
Yep.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Looks over there, pulls it down. He runs
He's
with
got
it.
real estate.
Got
there you
some
go.
room. Yep. Over the 40.
I think
First
he had
down.
Murtha
He
that
did.
time too.
That was the smartest
thinking the same thing.
I looked at Murtha and I'm like, oh, he's open. But I kind of mentioned it. You know, Doug Flutie was a guy that would tuck it sometimes when maybe he could have run or thrown it. hey,
Love
if it
that.
ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's
And
right.
Cooper makes pretty good decisions.
Pingle with it now. We're ready for Pingle
There
to
we
break
go.
one. Here we go.
Just
Pingle,
like
let's go.
that.
Pingle. Attaboy, just dragging people with him inside the 15. Nice run by Pingle.
And that's something you see with Pingle is he doesn't ever show frustration. He doesn't ever feel like, I've kind of been stopped earlier in this game, but now give me my chance and let me go to work. And you see that right there, just breaking tackles and playing football, and that's what you love to see.
He got some good secondary blocks at the next level on that right side too.
Pingle trying to cut through traffic here. Picked up, looks like a couple, maybe 3. Clock is at 1:20 right now. Ball be spotted, it looks like at the 12. 2nd and 8 coming up. Check that 7 coming up. 2nd and 7.
Definitely, we are in the red zone here.
For sure, yeah.
Need some points to take away some points. Get out there and
Coming
get a
this
block.
way,
There you go.
Gets a block on the edge.
Oh, you got to cut that up north and south, Jake.
Welcome back to Davis Smith Field. Raiders streaming crew in the house, and we've got a heck of a first half underway here with the Raiders getting down there right now. It's been a great drive. They're sitting at about the 10-yard line here, 3rd and 5 for a first down. Ball again spotted at the 10. Cooper rolls out to his right.
He's got
a
Murtha.
blocker. Had Murtha for a second. Cooper cuts upfield,
And he
picks
gets
up
it.
the first down.
He had both Murtha and Cowles. And Cowles was absolutely not covered.
Yeah.
Murtha had Benedict on him. Benedict's a big kid. I mean, he's number 4, 6'3", 185.
Oh, Burns,
that's
what? Oh, no, there we go.
Clock's ticking right now, so they're gonna move this one quick. Hand off
Pingle.
to Pingle. Pingle cuts upfield, runs into a ton of traffic.
Oh,
They're
very
signaling
close.
for it there, but the officials do
Just
not.
under
They're the one
30
that
seconds.
count. Yep.
Yep. Timeout by Coach Cowles.
Timeout by Cowles here, and they are at the 1, if not inside the 1-yard line here.
Well, and I think
Love it.
we did. Is that our second timeout?
Yep,
Emery?
it is,
Okay,
yep.
so
Yes.
we got one more. Certainly plenty of time to get 2 plays off.
Well, this drive's been brought to you by Tech Connect AV. Tech tip of the night, powered by Tech Connect AV, your audio and video pros. Alarm.com, automatic shades, and all things AV, all the cool stuff, the big TVs and stereos and all the stuff this guy loves. Again, that's Tech Connect AV.
Like we mentioned at the Stars drive, we wanted to see a 97-yard drive, and we might see that finished off. And again, something to keep note is this has been over a 4-minute drive for this Raiders offense, and that's something that we're not used to seeing. We're used to seeing that tempo, and this has kind of been that. All right, let's kind of slow the pace down and let's get back to what we're doing on offense. And we've seen Pingle start to kind of break out, and we'll see if he can pound it in for his 11th touchdown in the second of the night.
Yep.
Great call, Amory.
I'm liking something on the right side here, even though they're going power with their tight end on the left. Let's see if they go straight dive right side. They're going
Hand
to
off
go
to
right up
Pingle.
the middle.
Right up the middle.
There it is. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Hudson. Let's go, boys.
2 for Mr. Pingle.
Replay coming in hot.
Yep. So right up the middle. I mean, went right over the center that time. Started. Reason I mentioned that right side, it seemed like they were getting a good push over there. That's Patrika and also Arnovic that were getting some good push on that drive. But nonetheless, points. Good job by that offensive line.
Huge. Spot good. Kicks up. She good.
And that's a big drive for the Raiders. It kind of shifts that momentum. As you can see,
Huge.
the fans on the Raiders side getting up, and again, it kind of quiets that crowd down again. And now you see, we saw this similar pattern last week against Bash. It was that double dip. It was, okay, we get the ball coming out of the half, but we need to do something before the half. And that's exactly what this Raiders team did, and that's a beautiful drive to end the half. And Peyton Pingle starting to get going there. And again, we'll look to see in the second half if Adair kind of trusts his arm a little more. And
Yeah.
But again, just a nice methodical drive by the Raiders there. And again, only leaving 21 seconds on the clock for this offense.
Let's keep an eye on that second half. I mentioned Benedict, who was on the offensive side, but I think that was purposeful that he was kind of shadowing Murtha when we got close to the goal line. But watch it in other situations during the game, because you're right, there is a mismatch there on some of those corners. And on the same token, or on the same time, it's Dane Burr's got a pretty good matchup.
Exactly.
Too. So.
Well, stick around at the half tonight, too. Obviously, we'll go through our highlights, we'll have stats, and we'll also go around the horn in the BRC and see what's going on across the big rivers with the other games in action tonight. As always, there's a ton going on. Friday night under the lights, this time over in River Falls. Hudson to kick off their 40. Little squibber right down the middle and fielded at the 25. Ooh. A couple big collisions there at the 35, 36-yard line, fellas. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Somebody got licked down there.
Yep.
Again, 17 seconds left, and we know this River Falls offense. They got the gunslinger in Matza,
yeah.
so
they might chuck it. Yeah, you're right, and they got a good kicker. So
That's
again,
right.
it's not necessarily going to have to be a touchdown. If you can pick up a solid, you're going to need at
40.
least probably 40 yards. Yeah.
Seen crazier things happen.
This is where those safeties play a big role. Mr. Alex Healy last week, our player of the game, up though. What do you think?
Yeah.
Is this real? Let's see if they kneel.
Quick question coming into the booth. Will the creature interview be shown during tonight's broadcast? It will not be shown tonight. You can just go out to YouTube and check it out. Go to the Raider Streaming YouTube channel and check out the Bleacher Creatures. You can see the live video there. If you want to listen to the podcast, that's on Spotify or wherever you want to find it.
see Carafell's kick.
Right to left on the computer dial. This is a big old kick back into the end zone there. Hits just shy of the F in River Falls, and that'll be out to the 20.
That is a big weapon when you can get a kicker that can boot it into the end zone and kind of alleviate, make it so they've got to have a pretty good drive to get any type of points or move the football.
Kruger's checking in from, it looks like, the patio here, enjoying the night broadcast. Go Raiders. Thanks, Ken and crew from Bill and Kim. Looks like a good setup out there, you two. Enjoy the show. Go Raiders from the Kinnickinnick Castle and Pappy O.B.
I'm not sure what that is.
Not sure what that is. It's probably a code for something I probably shouldn't say on the air, but whatever.
Short carry that time from Pingle.
Yeah, about a gain of 1. And again, you kind of see that front, Simpson up there, one of the big boys at nose tackle, just kind of push back our O-line and wrap up Pingle right away for a very short gain.
2nd and 9 here. He'll keep that one, flips it over to that far side.
Oh, ball out.
Ball loose, picked up
my.
by the Wildcats. They're looking to house this one. Big hit. Stumbles into the end zone, just shy. Wow.
Yeah, that ball came out of there.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was just a scoop and almost score.
Huge play there by the Wildcats as they scoop and, like you said, almost get that one in. That all happened around the 20.
Big hit and one hop. The defender kind of following up was able to pick it up. Credit to Cooper Adair for getting a shoulder on him, got him out of bounds, but the Wildcats definitely in good position here to punch it in, take this lead.
Wow, talk about flipping the script out there. So we were looking to, like you said, double dip out of the half, and they come up with a big turnover here early in this the second half.
Yeah, perfect hit right on the football, and Bolesky it squirted right out of him, and Adair kind of puts his body on the line, and we'll see if River Falls just pounds it in right here with Tara Savage.
Well, I think they stopped him there. Oh,
No,
he got in. It looked like he didn't have far to go, but they did get a pop on him. He was able to roll into the end zone. So, yeah, unfortunate. You know, in games like this, it is turnovers. It was one turnover for both teams until that last play. And just an inopportune location to have that ball come out.
And just like that, the Wildcats will go on top in this one, coming into the early in this second half. Good kick. Talk about a strong kicker. That's all the way back to the track out there, and we'll get a quick run by the creatures for the the Wildcats. A couple American flags and a Wildcat flag there. Well,
That happened quickly, didn't it?
that was a bit of a hit right in the nose, I would say, and Hudson's going to need to respond here. That's what you expect out of these big games, though.
Yep, that's right. Did not see who punched that football out, but again, there was pretty good penetration, and somebody came in after Blusky had kind of been hit and was able to punch it out.
So 17-14, River Falls on top by a couple now. Studi section for the River Falls Wildcats getting a little momentum and energy out of that for sure. The sideline as well. You can see they've picked up here, and Hudson just needs to answer here. Get a good drive going or a good run back.
See if they even get a chance to return this kick.
Right,
That's
right.
Pingle. That's deep.
Right. That's a good point.
So far, Careful's. I think the first kick of the game was a little bit short of the goal line. Other than that, everything else has landed in the red back there.
A kick here.
That's going to be returnable.
This one will be fielded at about the 7. And a good wedge up the middle there. Nice run out to about the 30. They'll mark him down, at the 30. So a decent return there, and Hudson will take over now.
So if you're Hudson, again, it's not time to panic. It's just turnover.
Yep.
Let's get back to what was working. I think a lot of the running yards that Cooper got in that first half were broken plays, but at the same time, he's got the option. If he has a receiver, he can throw it. If not, he's been getting a lot of real estate, a lot of holes to be able to pick up big chunks. So I like the ball in his hands here. Let's see what they want to do.
Cooper, quick pass, got a couple blockers, splits right through him, makes a man miss. Nice job out to
Nice
about
job.
the 40. Nice hustle.
Yeah, Dane Burr out there, and that was a nice little juke inside, and he gets the first down, and that's kind of, we'll see if that kind of continues as this Raiders offense, just those little screens and quick passes out.
Joe Arnovic just did a big pancake about 10 yards before.
He's done more than one,
that play
Oh,
actually ended. So
he's something. Cooper, keeper on this one. He'll get up the middle. Gets hit there as he crosses the 46. He'll be down about the 47. Eleanor says, go Peyton. Get a couple shout-outs in here real quick. Jeffrey Tierstick tuning in. So this is for Aaron and Ken. I'm hanging out with Mr. Fryer and Aaron. He says that I should not believe anything you say about him. Anyhow, have a great broadcast, you guys. See you in a few weeks. Yep. Not sure. Cooper slings this one on over. Good tackle. Held onto the ball and about to the line of scrimmage on that one.
those guys on the edge, I mean, it's fine to get a hit, but you got to sustain those blocks. And that time, it looked like pretty good blocking out front, but then all of a sudden, the defensive player is able to roll off that and make the play.
3rd and about 4 here. Big shout out to Peyton Pingo from Grandma K in Rice Lake. Cooper rolling out to his left. Ooh, coverage breaks down. Faked like he was going to throw it, ran with it, got just maybe a yard there, just shy of the first down by a couple yards there.
Yep, they're going to have to boot it away here. Big Sam Simpson got in the backfield that time, flushed him out.
So ball spotted at the 45. Again, we'll be punting this one to the Wildcats. Good snap.
Oh, good boot.
Great kick. Fielded at about the 19. Picked up about 5 more, and he'll be down at the 25.
All right, well, let's see if our defense can maybe create a turnover.
Yeah, get something going here.
Yeah, at least shift the momentum a little bit. Maybe get a stop. And again, this momentum towards River Falls is kind of starting to pick up. And another big stop for them on defense. And we'll see what their offense has coming out. Something to notice on that last drive was Benedict, number 4, was lined up on Murtha that whole drive. So
Okay.
that adjustment for River Falls, on defensively at least.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats here.
So good coverage that time, but you'll notice the Raiders kind of slow to react to that. Those twins down here lined up at the bottom of your screen. That's a play we saw earlier that River Falls almost got a pick on. Hudson could certainly play off that as well. You can see Asembo down here really covering two guys, and they're going to go right back to it.
Bear with me on the scoreboard. We'll get that fixed in 2 seconds here.
Those are things up in the box that the coaches are looking at. If they're noticing that a safety or a corner is not dropping down to get into that coverage, that's a play that's going to come down to the field, and they're going to try to do it until the defense reacts to it.
We might see it again here. Oh, he's got
there
it.
We go. Hatfield.
Let's
big
go.
Time.
That's a big time sack.
Huge penetration that time. Just flew off that left side.
So that's something in film that Coach Hatfield noticed was Matzo will kind of do that fake, and then he'll roll to the other side, and they're going to bring either the Honey Badger or Hatfield there on that blitz, and Matzo kind of has nowhere to go. He's kind of just stuck in.
I mean, by the time he rolled into it, Hatfield was on his back. So great job by Jack making that big tackle for loss, big sack.
So Carafel punting it here. Burr back deep to receive, and we'll see if this kick can go farther than his first one did.
Yeah, really.
Burr will
got a good bounce there. All right, we'll take that. That looked like right away. I mean, the gunner that came out, he was right there. And had the ball not kind of had a good Raider bounce to Burr, I think that would have probably gotten a lot deeper into Raider territory.
Yeah, so your defense gets a big stop, and now this offense kind of got to carry its weight now. And we'll see as they run out here. We'll see how Adair either throwing the rock or pass or running it. We'll see if they can get Pingo going on the edge.
Why don't you call a little play-by-play here, Amory?
Yeah, we'll see Adair clap his hands, take the snap, pitches out to Pingo. Pingo's got a block. That's Boleski. Gets out. We might have a flag for a hold on Boleski.
Yeah.
He had a good block and then kind of just held on to him a little bit too long after Pingo was passed. So we'll see. And that's kind of that mental discipline aspect of it's kind of been a sloppy start to this third quarter. And we'll see as we see Jake Cowles check in for Boleski, and again, just a couple of those mental errors.
That's a tough one because you picked up about 4 or 5 yards, and they're going to go back to the spot of the foul. It's going to give the Raiders a 1st and 20-ish.
See Adair take the snap, fakes the pitch to Pingle, looking deep. He's got his
He's
Murtha.
got him. He's got
Murtha
him.
wide open. Murtha
Get there,
catch.
Murtha.
Let's go.
There we go.
Touchdown Raiders.
That was against Benedict. Can we get a replay on that,
Oh,
Kenny?
you got it, baby. You got
I love
it, baby.
Just
the
like
fake.
that.
I love the fake. There was pressure from Stelrate coming over the top on the right side, but Cooper hung around, set his feet, made a great pass. Murtha had 5 yards on the defender, and it was all over but the crying on that. That was a beautiful design play. Great pass by Cooper.
Yeah, you can see Adair kind of look up, and he goes, "Oh, Murtha's wide open," and just throws it
open.
right to him.
How about that? Sorry about that. Had to work on the scoreboard real quick. Nice job on the call, you two. We'll get the Associated Eye on the Game replay coming at you.
So watch the ball fake here, and then watch the defender coming over the top. And it's late pressure, but he hangs around and just had, he had him by 10 yards.
That's a beautiful throw.
Good grief.
Gone.
Yeah, beautiful throw. And you could see Adair, he had a man coming right behind him, and he just stayed poised, kept his feet in the pocket, and just threw a beautiful ball to Murtha. And again,
Murtha got the replay on the big board over here.
Yeah,
I
we're
like
getting fancy
it.
here.
Yeah, they are.
They are getting fancy. This kid is working some magic right next to me over here.
You go to a lot of those games, they don't replay those when it's the opposing team, right?
Yeah, right.
No, that was a great answer by that Raider offense. To your point, Amory, they were bogging down. You had the fumble, quick score by the Wildcats. Now all of a sudden we have a decent run, called back on a hold, but they're able to get things kind of composed, have a big play, and again, another momentum shift. We're getting some big River scores. Got Chip over Superior, 33-0. The game in New Richmond is tight, 15-14.
Wow, New Richmond with 15.
Like we mentioned at the half, it was can we get Logan Murtha going? And there it was. And again, we'll see. And that
Let's
was on
do it
Benedict.
again.
Yeah,
I
that was
like
on
it,
Benedict.
right?
And again, Benedict's not a small guy either, and that's one of the
Right.
guys they'll lean on defensively. And
Oh,
we see
sweet.
Keegan Holden.
I think that ball fake maybe froze him just a bit.
Fielded at the 12 this time. Cuts upfield. Nice cut there. Gets out to about the 35 and brought down. Nice catch and run after that.
All right. Well, the defense stepped up last drive. Let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, O'Keefe on the return there for the Wildcats. And, yeah, we'll see if this defense can continue just the pressure, and we'll see how Massa handles that.
Again, keep an eye on these stacked receivers here. And they went to that twice in a row, and then they were going to try a rollout pass on third down when Hatfield got the sack.
there it is
There
again.
it is again.
Yep. Ooh, got past that first tackle.
Ball's out.
Whoa.
We got it.
No.
Oh,
that
he
was-
must have recovered it. Must have
The
recovered
White
it.
Hat's coming in to talk to him real quick.
Ball
Yep.
came out. Well, let's see what they got to say. So is he down
He's
there?
moving
Oh, they're
going to
say he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, way back.
Well,
All right. I'm going to go with what the White Hat says out there.
well,
So
he's the
Wildcat
boss
ball.
of the
Yep,
crew.
Yep.
But again, you're hurting yourself down here with that coverage because there's only one guy covering two.
Right.
And
So they can
I
pick up a
understand
first
you
down.
want to also be conscious of the run and things that can come that direction.
So ball spotted at the 44. That was a first down. He was out of bounds. They'll run this one up the middle. Oh, makes the move around the the striped shirt out there. Used him as a little bit of a pylon and just keeps chugging. First down and more down at the 41. They'll move the chains again.
Yeah, they did kind of slow him down there, didn't they? He had a head of steam.
Yeah, it was like an extra body out there that
Yeah.
he had to kind of make his way around. Again, thanks for all the text to the booth. Try to get to the shout-outs as we can throughout this third quarter.
What you're seeing right now is Tara Savage is running hard, but these old linemen are coming right behind him and giving him a push. Those big bodies out there.
Tara Savage down again.
He is down again. We're going to take a quick breather here. We'll be back in just 2 seconds. Good job, Raiders. Loving y'all from Kentucky and love y'all in the booth. Great job. Thank you for the text. Appreciate that. Shout out to number 7, Peyton Pingle from Grandma Jean, cousin Aiden, and friend Eli. We're watching from Deerwood, Minnesota. Go Raiders. Let's go. Thank you guys again for the shout outs. If we don't get you, know that we love you. Another run up the middle on second down and just about to the first down. It's going to be close. Looks like maybe a yard shy. Bring up a third and short for the Wildcats as they continue to move this.
Yeah, they just keep flipping. It's big back after big back. There's some speed there, but mostly it's just power. They're trying to just push a pile. And
Yeah, Tara Savage back into the game.
He is hardy, that guy. We'll hand that off to him. He goes on the left side this time. First down and more. Down inside the 25 this time.
Yeah, that puts Tara Savage over 100 yards on the ground. So
Wow. What's he? Any idea what he averages per game right now?
he's been, I think
Yeah.
he's been around that or
Yeah.
more in some of the
Okay.
big games they've had.
Okay.
yeah, top runner behind Whittick in the
In the
BRC.
conference, yeah. Makes sense. Did you say Whittick was out last week too?
Yeah.
Did
Dana?
not play
New
last
Richmond?
week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he's playing tonight or not. I haven't watched any of it. So
He is quite a dynamic back. My gosh, he was.
yeah, he was on crutches last week. So
He had
Ooh.
foot surgery.
Ooh.
Get there.
Second down, the
Got a
QB
receiver there, but he's
scrambling.
gonna. Ooh,
cross field, a wild throw,
Yeah,
no
good
good
pick.
in the dirt. They'll call that
wow!
one no good.
Fortunate. I was thinking, actually, he was very close to crossing
Yeah.
that line of scrimmage. Might have just had been a step away, but plenty of time.
yeah, and looking for Novak all the way across body as Asembo's down with some.
Maybe a cramp or something.
Yeah.
We'll take another breather. So we've got a man down here, or we'll just stay with this. Let's see what's going on here. Every time I see that Jonesy's prime rib, I'm always like, that sure looks good.
Getting hungry.
Even at, like, what time is it? It's almost 9 o'clock at night, and it just looks like something great to eat.
Big third down play here. Coming opposite way.
Look at this. Coming our way.
Trickery
Wow,
and a
with
good
room
block.
into the end zone, touchdown. What a great play.
That was a great play, and they got Simpson out there from his left tackle spot who just absolutely walled that side off. Watch number 75 get that last Raider defender, no chance. Nice play call by the Wildcats.
Both these teams trading shots right now as River Falls answers back with a touchdown after Hudson answered with a touchdown. You're just seeing the lead go back and forth right now, and Wildcats with a great drive. Point after is up and good.
Get that one?
Yeah.
Looked like it might have been right, but
yeah, it was close. Had a defender trying to get around that edge.
Raiders got a guy down.
I know next year we're thinking about maybe doing a group trip. My wife and I were talking about maybe next year in the fall. So I might have to have somebody pinch hit for me on one game. I know. We'll have to pull Amory in out of college or something to come back and fly back in from out east.
Syracuse.
Yeah, Syracuse is kind of a haul.
Yeah, 15 hours.
Maybe we can do a virtual Amory in the booth or something. We'll pull you in virtually.
Come home for a weekend, I guess.
Yeah.
See Carafel kick it off and back deep Pingle.
That's not a good boot. It will be fielded at the 1. A little double step there at the 1, out over the 10. Make it the 15 and hit
good coverage.
At the 15 and down around the 16, 17-yard line.
So the momentum shift has happened again,
Yeah,
right?
it
We're
has,
just back and forth, and
it seems like that's how it is when you come out to this field playing this, this crew at River Falls Wildcats. It's always like comes down to like the last 3-4 minutes usually, right? Where
it can. I mean, there have been some lopsided ones
sure.
too, but
for sure,
certainly these two teams are pretty evenly matched, and I mean, really, there's a field goal that separates, but the extra turnover for Hudson is kind of right now the looming stat out there.
Cuts back into the inside here and sees a great tackle by one of the Wildcats there. Just stood him up at the about the 21-yard line. So picked up 2.
It was Larson again, 55.
Double Nicholas, his dad calls him. Good play. His dad, I think, is down filming from the sideline tonight.
Okay.
Got cameras galore at this college field. I love it.
Hold your blocks now. Get your blocks out there. That's better.
Turn the corner. Yep. Got upfield. Tiptoes out of bounds there. Picks up the first down and a couple more. Looks like they'll spot it around the 38.
Yep. Good blocking that time. When I say hold your block, it's really just stay with your guy.
Yeah.
Make sure that you stay engaged. Obviously, it's hard. Your back's to the runner, but you just got to go until the whistle. Same thing this side.
There we go.
Yep, got the block.
Gets around the edge there.
Good move.
Yep. No, Pingle with it still over the midfield marker. I love it.
Yeah, Christensen had a really nice block over there, number 8. Just enough to get Pingle sprung. He was in a spot where it was, if he took a bad angle, it could have been a penalty, but he did a good job just kind of walling that off.
All right, Jeff's text that made no sense to me makes more sense now. He's spending time with Mr. Forcier.
Oh.
Says
Oh
not
goodness.
to believe anything Aaron says about him.
There we go. There we go.
Cooper Keeper.
Well, hello, Mr. Forcier and Jeff. How are you guys?
Don't believe anything that Aaron says. All right, now I feel like we need to talk about this guy a little bit when the action's not crazy.
Good drive so far. Let's see if we can keep it going. Looks like Blaukamp is in the backfield.
Another
lead
design
blocker
run.
that time.
Cooper. Wow, look at him
Cooper
dragging the
took
pile.
Simpson for a little
he
ride
did.
that time, didn't he?
That's a big
Love
boy.
it.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, it is. But you see Cooper just, with that lower half, just keep those legs turning. And that's a Big Ten football player right there. And
Right?
he takes him for a little bit of a ride. So really good to see as Adair also goes over 100 yards on the ground. And it's kind of been the Adair show so far this drive a little bit. And then Pingle, he's not in the game right now. Blaukamp in the backfield still.
Drops
Looking
back
deep,
to
he's
pass.
Blaukamp with a great
Got
pick.
him.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. A little overthrown there as he had him
I
on
like
that
the
left
call.
side.
I like the call, and a good blitz pickup that time by the Raiders. Blaukamp,
Yeah, Caleb Blaukamp.
Caleb did nice job on that.
We'll see Pingle come back in the game.
Good. Third down setting up here. The ball spotted at the 32, it looks like.
Yeah, had Bird just a little overthrown, but again, good play call, and we'll see if they go back to that as we see that three wide receivers to the far side.
Coop's got a heck of an arm. He'll drop back to pass again. No, he'll keep this one.
Oh,
Runs into his own guy and just a wall of traffic there. And
just kind of collapsed on him. You know, he stepped up in the pocket, but they were starting to squeeze that. So let's see.
lost about
This
3-4 yards. Fourth down. Big one coming up
This
here.
is probably, I mean, the right choice. I mean, you're down 3. Certainly, you're on the right side of midfield to attempt this.
So they'll go for this on fourth down. This is a 4th and 8 coming up. Cooper drops back.
Oh,
Quick
tipped
that's
pass.
tipped. Ball goes into the dirt, and that'll be a turnover on downs coming up. So the Wildcats will take over at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, I think he had a guy open as well, but ball gets tipped and.
Well, a couple fourth down tries that haven't gone our way this evening. Both of them kind of in a similar area here. So the defense will come back out for Hudson. Good student sections showing up for this one. We've got the Hudson student section is just full over
nice
there.
hole.
Wow. Boy, good vision as he just keeps on running. Finally popped out of bounds there. Tara Savage, he's a beast.
Jonah Herstein, number 54, made a great block on that left side. Able to spring that.
So 2:40 left to go in this third quarter. Stick around during the intermission. We will have our trivia. Nice wall set up there. Nowhere to go. Trivia coming up at the intermission between the third and fourth quarter.
I didn't see if that was Bonashinsky or Johnson, but whoever it was absolutely laid into the center and pushed him back into that play, stopped any momentum moving forward.
Nice.
Big Blake Anderson, number 99, into the game.
So a loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 11 here.
Just second.
Oh, sorry, my far marker
guys.
says. Wow, there he goes around the edge, working his way down the ankle tackle there at the 6 yard line. He'll go down. Boy,
He's a big guy. He gets to the second level and off to the races, as they say.
having a game. He is, no doubt about that. Guess who gets it again? Yeah, why wouldn't you? Picked up a couple on that one. 3, 4 of them to be exact. 4 of them. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, that big Wildcat offensive line now is starting to make some holes, make some noise.
Yeah. Brings a 2nd down and 6. Another handoff to the big guy. He rambles on inside the 5, down at about the 3. I think that'll be a 1st and goal setting up for them.
Josiah Wilson had penetration on that, but you could see that he just was able to kind of get an arm on him, slow him down, but
just shy of the 1st down, so to bring up a 3rd and 1.
got to think Tara Savage again here.
For sure, yeah. Guy picks up 3-4 yards every carry.
Very close.
That's a 1st down and a 1st and goal coming up from about the 1 yard line as he just rambles on in for another couple. Yeah, he's a big rig. Tough to stop out there for sure. Again, first and goal here, and
Here it is.
finish it off with a 2-yard run into the end zone and making snow angels after he scores that one. Again, just right up the middle. Good block, good carry, and put him up. So 2 unanswered touchdowns for RF. That puts him at 30. Good kick. That'll be good for the extra point. Make it 31-21. We've got one of the police officers from River Falls with the American flag getting everybody pumped up in front of us. That is awesome. How cool. You see this guy? This is great. One of the
Fired
officers,
up?
yeah, one of the officers running with the flag. That's awesome. That is awesome. Love that.
Well, it's been all River Falls in this this third quarter. Right now, it's up to Hudson. I mean, you got to get some points on the board, and again, hope you got to give your defense a little time to take a breather as well. Because, like I said, I think that offensive line from River Falls starting to kind of wear down this Raider defense. And Tara Savage, again, he's having a game. He's not going to go down easy.
Bit of a broken record here, but this will be the River Falls Wildcats kicking to the Raiders here. See if they can get something going. Again, we got plenty of time here. A little time left in the third, but a full quarter to go.
Lots of time yet,
Yep.
Ken. Lots of time. I mean, the Raiders have moved the football, but they've just kind of bogged themselves down. Go back to that last series. I mean, there was a wide open Dane Burr for a long pass. Probably would have been a touchdown if they would have been able to connect.
A big kick into the end zone. That'll be brought back out to the 20. Well, we'll see what the Raiders can put together here. Need a good drive. Again, quick shout out to the Hudson Safe fundraiser, putting together some yard signs that are for sale right now. So support all the seniors and their senior all-night party. This is the 40th year that the Hudson High School is running this senior party. Every sign purchase will help out that class. Have a safe, unforgettable graduation night. Show your Raider pride and order today at hudsonsafe.org. You can stick around between the quarters here. We'll have some trivia coming at you from Willow River. Little Cooper keeper here running hard. Picks up about 6 on that one. And if you're not familiar with our trivia, the way that we do that is we will have a question read to us by Mr. Sundin. We'll pop our text the booth number up there. First person to text the correct answer will win a 2-topping Willow River pizza. Nice block there on the edge, and we'll pick up a first down.
Dane Burr kind of saved him on that one because there was a missed block in the backfield that could have been a tackle for loss.
Welcome back to Dave Smith Field. We've got a couple players that have made their way over to the sidelines. A couple cramps maybe going on there. Always tough to tell. So Raiders with the ball here at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. Cooper looks out to his left the whole way, and they read that one.
Sure did.
They read that one all day long. As soon as the ball arrived and was caught, they had a blue jersey on him. So a loss of about 5 on that one. 2nd and 15.
End of the quarter. Didn't know if you knew that was
I
the
did
technical.
not know that. Nope, I did not know that.
But that is the same for an 11-man high school football. It's also the same for college football and the NFL. But in 8-man football, the size of the field is modified to accommodate less players on the field. In Wisconsin, what are the WIAA required dimensions of the field for an 8-man football game? What are the required dimensions of the field for an 8-man football game in Wisconsin.
So
we're
length
looking
and
for
width.
length and width. Yep.
Okay. This is a pretty technical one tonight, my friend.
Well, I tell you what, I've been throwing out too many chestnuts. People are telling me that they're too easy. And, maybe it's something somebody's got to Google. So if that's the case, we burn a little more time. But
Could be 3rd and long here. Big play. Cooper drops back.
lots of time.
Got time. Up the middle.
My.
Picked off. Number 2's got that one. He's running over the 40. 35 down to the 30. A big play by the Wildcats there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just great coverage. They were flooding that whole zone, and nobody there, nobody open.
Yeah, looking for Murtha there, and
We do have a right answer.
Will you tap on it so I know which one it is?
Yep. Let's make sure we got the first one. So it's 80 yards long by 40 yards wide is the answer. So Ken, you just got to find who hit that first. I saw a few of them out there. But that is correct. You shrink the field. Now, I will tell you, if you ever get a chance to watch those games, they are crazy electric with the amount of scoring and yards and big plays that happen. But it is weird because it is a little smaller field. So
Tara Savage, and just the same old.
That's what's going to happen. And look at big Simpson down the field, Sam Simpson. 10 yards down the field, ready to hit somebody else. If I'm them, I just keep leaning on that left side with Herstein and Simpson.
All right, we do have a winner, so if you're still sending in a note, we've got a winner identified.
Here he goes again,
Second
same
and a couple.
side.
Yep,
same
my
side.
goodness. And a first down by the Wildcats here.
Well, all is not lost here. I mean, again, if you can stop them from, even if you hold them to 3 at this point, then you're down 14. Right now, the Raider defense just needs to get a stop on early downs. Let's try to force the hand of the Wildcats to see if they want to try to take a risk and throw the football.
First and 10 here, and I would guess the Wildcats might start taking a little bit of time here. Another handoff to guess who up the middle.
Not much there.
Picked up maybe 2.
Pulled the tight end that time, and he missed his block. Bonashinsky got in there with some pretty good penetration.
Yep. So check that. Just 1 yard on the carry. Again, thanks to Willow River and Carbone's out in Burkhart for sponsoring our third quarter trivia. In a large 2-topping pizza we giving away. Oh, look who it Lincoln's grandma is our winner tonight.
There we
Carol.
go. There we go. Trip up, good tackle.
Good wrap up from
England
the
that
Honey Badger.
time.
Nice job,
Okay,
Carol.
so let's see what they want to do here. This is kind of, maybe field goal time. I thought we had third down on that last play.
Oh, this will be third down. And
Okay.
They've been a little loose on the numbers on the side.
see if they're just gonna keep running this clock, and again you need to get this big stop here, so kind of stop the clock and get your offense back out there to try to hopefully get a quick possession and get a score. And see Matzo
Threw that in front of him. They'll pop
All right.
him there.
Well, that's all right. So that's like about a 2-yard gain is all.
If that, yeah. 4th down coming up. 4th and about 6 or 7 over there on the far side, it looks like. What are you guys calling for? Going for this?
looks like they're going to keep their offense out there, and we'll see if they go with that hard counter.
It could be. I mean, it might be a hard count. I'm trying to keep an eye on the sidelines there. Number 11 is the kicker. Don't see him probably in the mass of bodies there. He's hanging around. Coach is going to call timeout. Looks like he's walking down towards the
letting the clock tick, though.
Side official there.
Smart by them. Good clock management. Yeah, coach is right by him looking for a timeout, and he gets it. Welcome back to Dave Smith Field here. We'll get back to action again. 8:33 to go, and Hudson in a little bit of a hole here, down by 10.
We were just talking on offline or off air that, a stop here, actually River Falls going for it shows they've got some confidence not only in their offense but also their defense. But see if Hudson can create a little pressure, maybe get a turnover. Pressure's coming.
Yep, Poppinson number 4
Oh,
there.
nice
Big
tackle.
hit. He slips out of it.
Yes.
Fighting for it, but that'll be a turnover on downs, and you can hear
Alex Healy hit him like a train, slowed him up, and then the defense able to collapse. So
big play.
All right, big stop by your defense, and now we'll see if this offense can.
Big stop, because think
was
about
huge.
that. I mean, you do have a kicker that maybe has a leg to give you a chance on that long field goal.
Yeah.
Hudson comes down and scores here. Now all of a sudden it's a 3-point game, and still plenty of time.
Yep. Different deal. 8:25 to go. Hudson. 1st and 10. Cooper fakes the handoff, drops back. Little screen setting up on
Get
the
out
right
there,
side.
block, guys. Get out.
Good blocks. Pingle. Nice job. Works his way through traffic out to about the 30. 1st and 10 will be coming up.
Good call. Good job by those linemen not getting too far downfield. That's a timing play. If you get too far down, they're going to call you a penalty for getting down there too soon.
Pingle with this
Counterplay.
one. Nice
Ooh.
job. Ooh. Just tripped up there by the ankle. Get about 5 on that carry. Hudson will be doing the exact opposite of what you just saw the Wildcats. They'll be running a hurry up here. Clock it just inside of 8 minutes. We know they can get down the field in a hurry and start putting things together. High snap, quick pitch over to that right side. They had a man on him almost immediately. Yeah, they've been sniffing that one out on that side, haven't they?
They have. I mean, it's an easy thing if you're kind of in a press coverage up on that. It's so important for those other receivers that aren't getting the football to get a block. If they don't, that's where we see potential interceptions or certainly tackles for loss.
Cowbells are ringing right now. 3rd and 7. Cooper with some time keeps this one. Scrambles off to his left. Cuts up field. 1st down and more. Gets hit by a couple. He is still working. 1st down, though.
Running hard.
Yep, he is. So over the 40, out to about the 43 is where we'll mark him. That'll be a big 1st down by Cooper.
Keep it rolling. Coming up on about 7 minutes here.
Yep. Again, big 1st down there. This will be spotted at the 43. Cooper fakes the handoff, drops back 2 steps.
Get rid of it,
Got a
Coop.
man right behind him. He gets
rid of it.
tackled for a loss. Loss about 4 on that play as he's sacked. He just didn't have the spidey sense. I don't think he knew he was back there.
Coming from that backside, but again, didn't kind of watch the receivers, but in those situations, you got to start coming back to your quarterback and try to help him out.
2nd and 14. Cooper airs this one out. He's got some separation there, but his pass was a little off the mark. That receiver had some room.
Yeah, had Burr there and just a little overthrown.
We got a flag here. Not sure what the call is. It came down on this side.
Okay. We'll stop the clock.
The ref was having a little bit of a conversation.
Sideline warning.
So just a warning?
Yep.
Okay. So is it 3rd down here?
I think it is 3rd
I saw
down.
2nd. I saw 4th. Now we see 3rd. Okay, we'll go with 3rd. 3rd and about 14. Hudson need to pick up another big 1st down. Cooper scrambling.
Just not any time.
Ooh. That was a good...
no time.
Yep, a lot of pressure in the backfield on that one. And bring up a big 4th down here.
We're going to punt it.
Simpson again comes in those kind of crucial plays where they need somebody to just basically knock over the offensive lineman. And he rushed right in there, and then you got additional pressure coming in. But
good snap. Kicks up. He fielded a fair catch. Signaled at the 25.
Well, the Raider offense just kind of bogging down here this second half.
Yeah, a little bit. Need the defense to come up with something here. A turnover would be key right about now. Again, 6:10 to go. Down by 10, so 2 scores. Get something cooking.
Rice Lake up 26-23 in the fourth quarter over
Tight one, huh?
Wow.
Richmond.
3-point game over there. And they're in New Richmond?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. That Rice Lake, they're legit.
This is going to be a Tara Savage drive, fellas. You're going to have
Wait a
to. You're going to
minute.
have to knock them down and stop them.
Yep.
Just like that.
Yep.
Mayer cleaned up on that.
Yes,
tackle.
he did. So that'll be a 2nd and 10 coming up as he did not gain any yards there.
River Falls, again, we saw last drive. It'll be the same here. They're in no hurry.
No.
They're going to just take their time.
Is it 35 seconds between
Yes.
plays? So
Yep.
they'll run that probably all the way. Close to it, I'm sure. Which is so different than how they played all night. They've been pretty up-tempo. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Tara Savage again.
Got him
Nice,
again.
nice job getting to him quickly.
That time Dumont with the tackle. Should be able to get it here under 5 minutes before they snap the football.
So again, the Wildcats sitting at 3rd and 10 here. Ball spotted at the 25. Big night for them with homecoming going on as well. Hudson looking to retain the jug, and the Wildcats looking to get that jug back after it's been a couple
Gonna
years.
throw the football.
Oh, he's hit. Oh.
Oh, he's
Wide
got
open.
a guy open too. Wow. At the 40,
Oh.
makes a man miss. Stays in bounds. He's going to take this one to the house. And I hate to say it, guys, but I think that's going to be the dagger tonight.
Yeah.
And not the dagger we were hoping for.
Backup corner in the game, and I think they realized one-on-one out there.
That was a huge, huge pass and reception. And that'll be,
that was Benedict out there, number 4.
that's 3 unanswered touchdowns for the River Falls Wildcats.
Not sure. I think Stigler got dinged up maybe on that extra point earlier. He was one of the guys that was down for a cramp, but
Okay. Point after has been good all night. He is a heck of a kicker there. And 38-21.
well, and River Falls, I mean, credit to them. They're like, hey, we got 3rd and 10. We could run the ball here and eat more clock and punt it away.
Yeah.
But instead, they decided to look for one-on-one coverage. Had a good throw that time by Massa, and Benedict makes the catch, and then able to slip the defender and take it to the house.
Yeah, a little stutter step in here at the 30-ish and just off to the races, and a great run by him. Catch and run, I should say. And the student section for the Wildcats given the classic "Why So Quiet" cheer. Expect that. The student sections are always so ruthless, aren't they?
Well, it goes both ways.
It does.
I've heard
for
it
sure
from the
does.
Hudson side,
oh,
too.
for sure.
So-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's both ways. You got that right.
But, credit again, the Wildcats have played a better second half for sure.
They really
Yep.
have. They really
And
have.
It's, we can talk about lack of depth for Hudson. We can talk about some other things, but in reality, they didn't execute this second half.
Just kind of got outplayed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wildcats will be kicking left to right on your dial here. Pop this one into the corner. Fielded actually
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds at about the 5.
So, you went through this tough stretch, okay? And when I say tough stretch, maybe Stevens Point wasn't who we thought they were going to be, but they were undefeated.
Yep.
You beat a pretty good New Richmond team. Now you come down here against River Falls. Good football team. I mean, they're going to be in the mix the rest of the season. They did lose to New Richmond. They still have to play Rice Lake, but as I thought early on, it might be the winner of the conference might have 2 losses when it's all said and done.
Wow, interesting. Yeah.
And nobody really got tested all that much from playing the Valley Conference. I mean, we saw the top dog last week, and we weren't overly impressed. So, anybody that now most teams, I think, now come to mention it, there are some Big Rivers teams that still play Valley teams for conference games, but just expect those to probably be wins. With the top teams anyway.
There's a flag, Bingo off to the races here on the near side.
And they're going to call that one back. Good hard run by Peyton.
Yeah, Peyton with a great run. Big hit at the end of that play.
Hudson now we've got coming up. Next week is Superior.
Yep.
At home for homecoming, yep.
And then we are in Chippewa.
Yep, on the road.
Okay. And then are we down to 3 games after this?
Yep.
Yeah.
So then it's Rice Lake, right?
Yeah.
So certainly playoffs are going to be in the mix as well. We'll just have to see how things shake out. This River Falls team still has to play Rice Lake, as does Hudson. We'll keep an eye on that score in New Richmond today. But I think those are obviously your top 4 teams in the Big Rivers this year are these 2 teams, and then the 2 playing in River Falls right now. I'm sorry, in New Richmond.
Yeah. Third down coming up for Hudson here, and again, nice to get one back though. Just a little something. Get one back. Get a touchdown here. Cooper drops back. Got all day. Slings one to the near side, and just a little overthrown there. Bring up a 4th down, and I'm sure they'll stay out there for this one. I'm going to give another pitch here kind of late in this one as we're all a little deflated right now with what's transpired in the last couple minutes. We'll be broadcasting the homecoming Powder Puff game next week on Monday, which will be junior girls versus senior girls.
You guys got the rosters? Are you coaching a team, Amory? Or
no. He's in the booth helping me figure out who's who.
Are you going to do a early inside the locker room too and try to figure out who the players are?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they...
hold on, Hudson.
Yep. It's the usual. The numbers on their jerseys are their graduation years, so it's always like, number 26.
Yeah.
And 27.
Yeah.
And 26. But Amory does a good job. He obviously knows the entire seniors crew out there and can point out the talent.
Oh, yeah.
I did happen to run into the junior team practicing this week.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram.
Okay. Put a little Instagram reel out as I caught them practicing.
You're not supposed to be spying. That's,
I was just walking the dog. And then all of a sudden I'm like, what's going on here? And it was some legit practicing going on.
Yeah.
They were doing some drills and the whole thing. Yeah.
I'll take the seniors by a lot.
Oh. Here we go.
Throwing the gauntlet down.
Timeout, River Falls.
I think what you're seeing right now, a little bit of frustration on that Raider side. That was about as blatant of a hold.
Yeah.
That last play, our tackle grabbed the guy and threw him to the ground. But, yeah, you're going to be frustrated after this. And sometimes there's certainly learning opportunities here that are going to come from this. Tonight, I think Hudson could have blocked better. They certainly could have tackled better. From a coaching standpoint, get your players in position to be successful. It'll all come out. I'm sure film will be really fun tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Those are fun film days, huh? Sensing a little bit of sarcasm there.
I think this game, though, teaches us a lot about what the Raiders have, and it's also a good test as we get closer to the playoffs, it's okay. Here's how we did in the big game. Now, how do we not do that as the playoffs start to come around, or against Rice Lake at the end of the year? And it's something it's kind of brought us all down to earth. If you haven't thought, we're start 5-0, and it's okay. So
River Falls is built more like a Division I team, size-wise, with kind of how they play.
Cooper scrambling here on 4th down, and this one's for all the marbles.
Oh, another penalty.
He just chucks that one up, and
those are tough ones. It's all of a sudden your quarterback's scrambling, and they're going to get a kind of a blindside block there, which is a personal foul. At this point, you don't want it to get ugly.
No, you definitely don't want that to happen for either team to catch any hits that aren't helpful next week.
I think they can decline that play.
Yeah, hopefully. Just take it. Yep, they do decline that.
So they will take over on downs.
Got it.
But like I said, when we start to play those teams a little bit, take the Wisconsin Valley out of the mix for a second, but the Appleton Norths that we faced in the past, the Ninas, those are names and teams that'll be in our bracket or our section for playoffs. They're going to be big. Yep. They're going to be.
They're always big.
They're
huge.
Again, you might run into a team that's got more speed than size, but most of the time, it seems like those teams over there, size-wise, are pretty formidable and similar to what you'll see in like a team like River Falls. And River Falls is going to we've got 3 really good Division II teams in our section or in our area that could make a decent run at state this year.
Yep.
But they're going to face each other too at some point.
Somebody's going to have to beat somebody.
Right.
Menominee's Division III this year. Did I tell you guys that?
Yeah.
So they moved down. I think they'll be playoff eligible too.
Should be, yeah.
Again, we'll just let that clock tick. The Wildcats in no hurry. Hand off to their main man all night.
Been impressed with him. He's a nice back. He's been dinged up a couple times, but only for a play. He's back on the field.
Yeah.
See, the name is also an assistant coach for this team, so I think his dad's one of the coaches.
Okay. Yeah, he, like you said, he got dinged up at least 2 times tonight. He was right back out there next play or two.
See the fans cheer as they put the score. The Rice Lake Warriors 26, the New Richmond Wildcats 23 final score.
So that's a final.
So Rice Lake now will be the only remaining undefeated team in the VRC, and
wow.
So we might not have a 2-loss team.
No, we might not.
Wow, Rice Lake bringing the heat.
Oh, he wants to score again.
Yeah, he walks that one into the end zone.
And look at Simpson pancake down there, and that was Mayer that he got.
Oh my gosh.
Watch for him on Saturdays coming up. That Indiana football program is pretty darn good. Who did they just beat last week? I mean, they
Illinois
trounced
63-10.
Yeah.
Or 50-something.
What?
Yeah, and Illinois was number 9 in the country. So that Indiana team, and they got some big-time recruits. They got the kid from Eau Claire North also going there.
Yep.
Really?
Keaton, yep. So some big Wisconsin boys going down there to play at Indiana. Again, Tara Savage.
That's just crazy.
You got to tip your hat where you have to tip your hat. And tonight, and they fake. Okay.
I think that might have been a miss snap.
Hard to tell, but again, you just don't want to see things boil over at this point because there's going to be frustration. I mean, Hudson.
Oh yeah.
This is a game that I think everybody at school was kind of like, well, let's get the jug 3 times in a row. And again, as for seniors, it's hard, but your season's not over. You still have 3 weeks left, and you still have You still have a very sneaky Chippewa Falls team coming up, and as well as Rice Lake, who's legit. And again, this one's going to sting for a little bit, but you get up tomorrow, you go to film, and we move on next week, and we have Superior coming to town. And
and we can't really blame. I mean, I talked about that. Obviously, that turnover to start the second half where they scored immediately after
over here.
getting
that was huge.
Yep. But, I mean, really beyond that, our offense really got no footing after that either to be able to really mount any kind of a comeback. Their defense played really well. You know, like Amory said, hats off to them. Offensively, at the end, guys, their offensive line dominated.
Yep.
They were controlling that line of scrimmage. And
yeah, that play that you mentioned, that was a clip your whiskers play for sure. One of those where you just, bam, all of a sudden, what?
beyond that, I mean, did we have another turnover this half? Did Coop throw an interception? I know there were a couple of close plays, but
not this half. That was the only one.
Yeah, he did throw that pick across the middle when he was looking for
right.
Murtha.
Yep.
Right.
So turnover-wise, we are
we'll probably
3-1.
We'll probably see the starters come out, and this will be the second string offense for the Raiders, and probably we might see the first string defense. Nope, second string defense with the Wildcats. But again, just a great game for the Wildcats. Again, it's a tough pill to swallow, but
it is. But you know everybody will wake up tomorrow and enjoy the weekend. It's going to be nice out there.
That's right. It'll be beautiful all weekend.
See Grant Berkey on the carry here.
So Grant in at quarterback?
Yep.
Okay. What year is he? A junior?
Yep. So you'll probably see him next year.
Okay.
We might see a little QB battle with Grady Simones as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Really?
we'll see.
Like that?
See Serpico around the end. And again, that'll see probably maybe one more play, and that'll about do it.
Serpico, that's one of my favorite names. We'll stick around post-game. We're going to have our highlights that we'll run through. We'll do stats. And then, we haven't got all the scores around the horn yet.
I don't know, but they've been good about flashing them.
They really have,
might see something there. Menominee put a whipping on Memorial.
Yep.
So that
Okay.
was one.
That one's over.
I don't know what the score was, but it was pretty lopsided.
Okay.
And then who was Chip playing tonight?
Superior.
Oh, well,
There you
that's
go.
Chip.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're done. We're done with our Around the Horn.